Every spring between February and April, toads, frogs and newts have the urge to reproduce, but have a bit of a problem in reaching the ponds where these activities take place, since man has often built roads which dissect their routes. Toads are more vulnerable than frogs because they travel much further from the ponds and always return to the pond where they were born. Toads, which can live for up to 20 years and don't breed until they are 3, can travel up to 2 miles and use the same route every year, dicing with death to cross roads and tackle other obstacles. Like frog spawn, toad spawn consists of eggs in a transparent, protective and insulating jelly, which also feeds the tadpoles. However, unlike frog spawn, which is a mass of clear round balls, toad spawn is laid in strings, which can be 3 to 6 feet long, and although many tadpoles are born, only a few survive to breeding age. Toads are more particular than frogs about where they breed and favour larger ponds. Frogs stay close to water, and the males may spend the winter in the pond so that they are ready for the arrival of the female frogs. Many of these creatures perish en route. The biggest danger is the calm. It has been estimated that 20 tons of toads are killed on British roads every year. The toads wait until it is dark and they think they can't be seen before they move into the open. Generally they move at dusk, which is about 30 minutes after sunset. In a few places where there are lots of trees near the road, the toads move earlier. Toads can't generate their own body heat, so they need the temperature to be at least 5 degrees centigrade, and they are more likely to move if it has been warm during the day. Toads do not like to move in dry conditions, so the wetter and more humid, the more likely they are to move. There are relatively few evenings in March when it is both warm enough and wet enough to be sure that the toads will be out. Often it can be warm enough at dusk, but the sky clears, the temperature drops quickly, and the toads stop moving. Occasionally we get warm, wet rain from the southwest, and the toads will continue to move all night. During the migration season, which takes place on warm, wet evenings between early February and late April, volunteers wearing high-vis jackets and equipped with powerful torches help the animals to cross the road safely. Anybody who has a love for nature, concern for wildlife, and who wants to help the toads, frogs and newts can take part. Volunteers come from all walks of life, and no special knowledge or expertise is required. It gives people a chance to meet others with similar interests in the local community, who can look out for each other when they're on patrol. During this small migration window, patrols usually operate a rota system of 2 shifts, from dusk until 9:30 p.m. at the latest. It is not necessary to commit to every night. You can help when you want to. The objective is to pick up the toads, frogs or newts from one side of the road, put them in a bucket, and then release them safely in an area on the opposite side of the road, where they can continue their journey to the spawning waters. Patrols have details of these safe routes where the creatures can be released. Toad patrols nationally save thousands of animals every year, and without their help, local toad populations could become extinct. Although all amphibians are offered assistance, the patrols are primarily for the benefit of the toads, who normally take longer to cross, as they walk rather than hop or leap. Newts do seem to have a bit more road sense than either toads or frogs. They tend to cross later when traffic has died down, and have been seen lining up to make their journey en masse.
Oh my goodness, what is that? Is it a frog?
No, it's not.
An
No.
unmentionable.
It's that one there, look.
Oh, it must be a newt.
Is it? Is that
Yes,
a newt?
that's a newt. Where did you find that?
Just crawling over the pavement.
What, just in this area?
Yeah, just down there.
Volunteers are given basic safety instructions and are asked to wear a high-vis vest or jacket when working in the road. The work is too dangerous for very young children, and because we are patrolling on busy roads and in the dark, we have to ask that anyone under 16 is accompanied by an adult who takes full responsibility for the child's safety. From a safety point of view, volunteers need to be aware of traffic at all times. Don't risk your life to save a toad. If you shine your torch on the toad, then most drivers will stop for you. You will need warm clothes, a powerful torch, good for 2 hours, a bucket, clean with a little water in the bottom, and a high-vis jacket. Toads are harmless, but you may want to bring gloves. Some patrols recommend bringing a whistle to attract attention from other patrollers when help with lots of toads is needed.